As the game progresses, you will gain access to increasingly powerful troops. Heavily armored knights, crossbowmen and men-at-arms will tend to form the core of your armies. However, you will still find use for lighter troops in a supporting role. Men-at-arms, for instance, are slow and heavy units with significant armor. They can easily defeat any lighter unit on the battlefield. Crossbowmen have a powerful ranged attack that makes quick work of light infantry and does additional damage to heavy units. If you are fielding an infantry force and see many crossbowmen in your enemy's army, retreat to preserve your force. Heavy melee cavalry, such as knights, repel most attacks and can charge at speed, inflicting heavy damage and throwing opponents into disarray. Here, the knights force the crossbowmen to engage unfavorably and quickly cut them down. However, as with regular horsemen, knights should steer away from enemy spearmen. In most battles, you will face armies comprised of many different unit types. Deploy a combined force of your own, choosing units that counter those of the enemy and look for opportunities to draw them in. Remember what you've learned here and add it to your arsenal of battle tactics. Your soldiers have spotted an army marching towards your village. The first group of attackers that will reach you is comprised of men-at-arms, but 5 more waves of enemies will soon follow. A force of enemy men-at-arms is approaching. Choose a group of units to counter them. Select one of the production buildings in the center of the village to deploy a group of units. Here comes the enemy. Ready your units.
Armbrustinbewegungen. Bereite dich. Armbrust. Bereit für ein Ziel. Ja, im Augenblick. Jemand schießt! Setzen Armbrust auf! Schütze bewegen dich! Tu ich! Ja, im Augenblick! Führenden bereit! Bereit! Marschiert, Armbrustschütze! Abgehängt! Ich hörte das! Ruf uns ab! Durch! Verdammt, die fürs Führen! Ich hörte das! Marschieren! Rüste! Nachgehängt! Verdienen mit Soldaten!
Well done. You have defeated the men-at-arms. Now a group of enemy crossbowmen is coming from the south. Choose the right unit type to counter them before they reach the village.
Ritere bereid auf Gehäuse. Marschgehäß, Ritere.
Here comes the enemy. Ready your units.
Sitze Riten. Ritere, beste Geschwindheit. Das wird getan. Folge Gehäß. Griffet an, Ritere. Beschissen alles!
Excellent. Your village is safe from the crossbowmen. A new wave of enemy knights is heading for your village. Produce a group of defenders to hold off the enemy. Here comes the enemy. Ready your units.
Linker Fuß erst, Geselle. Stellet u als soldenier voor. Griff het aan, speerdrager. Angegriffen, die Schiersel.
You have shown that with the right strategy, even hardy knights can be defeated. The enemy is now attacking with two different types of units. Spearmen and crossbowmen are now approaching from the south. You can also field two different groups of units to defend your village. See this sparse forest near the road? You can use it to hide your units and ambush your enemies as they pass. Select one of the allied buildings in the center of the village to deploy a group of units.
Gehäuse alsbald, Buccaneere.
Komme zur Ordnung, Ritere.
Here comes the enemy. Ready your units.
Riten wir, Ritere. Ritere, beste Geschwindheit.
Achtet auf die Gehäuse. Tour nach Gehäuse.
Ritere wartet auf Gehäß.
Es führt! Bereit zu befehlen! Gehäuse kommen, Buccaneere.
You have lost too many units to earn the gold medal, but you can still earn the silver.
Meine Ziele kommt und zieht ab, Buccaneere. Euch Befehle nun. Jeder Schuss trifft auf euren Befehl. Sie schießen noch Tour nach Gehäuse. Zielmarkt fest, Buccaneere. Jeder Schuss trifft. Schießt auf euren Gehäuse kommen, Buccaneere. Zielt aber mit Ihnen, Buccaneere. Stanzt dran und Zieht ab! Macht schnell, Morgenere!
By using a combination of unit types, you have outmaneuvered the enemy. The enemy is sending men-at-arms and horsemen to attack your buildings. Select 2 different groups of units to defend against the attackers. The impassable cliffs next to the road allow your ranged units to fire down on enemies without opening themselves up to immediate counterattack. The natural choke point leading up to the cliffs is a good spot to position your infantry and protect your ranged units. Here comes the enemy. Ready your units.
Bereit und achten. Bereit. Marschiert, Armbrustschütze. Setzet Armbrüste an. Marschiert. Nach Gehäß.
Moor, spaziert aber. Sper sind nicht schwer. Gebt die Spitze.
Good work. The enemy raiders could not overcome your superior army. A final group of archers and knights are prepared to attack. Choose 2 types of units to defeat the enemy's final attack.
Moor, Sperrträger. Bereit.
Grietere festgesetzt und bereit.
Here comes the enemy. Ready your units.
Sperrträger. Das wird getan.
Bereit zum Abziehen. Sizeriten.
Sperrträger.
Bereit zum Abziehen.
The silver medal is no longer available, but the bronze still is. Victory! You have defeated the enemy and secured your village.